KA Bullets YouTube channel.
Hurry up, now tell us why you're here.
After WJ Light's career-ending crash last season, Nintendo has hired Kazuma Mikino from Japan to be the new racer for Team Nintendo, which means that he's a rookie this season. Same with Casey Cartwood, who will be driving the number 19 this season. And here is Bill Gears, who is also a rookie and running a part-time schedule this season. Jeff Gorvette has a new look, and this is his new look, and so does his teammate Terry Carboni, who is made to look like the guy that's on his hood. Just why? Oh, and Bill Racelot also has a new look. Now onto the teams. Rush Racing is the same as last season. Same with Alloy Wilson Racing, Pancake Shift Right Racing, the Pit Stops Revolting Crew, the Speedson Racing. Oh, but Blaster Charger Racing has a new owner. Hopefully the team performs better this season, and the Anti-Chick Hicks team now has Todd Marcus because Ivan Yoder retired. Chevrolet Motorsports has no changes other than that two of their cars now have new looks. And DEI now has a fourth car with Michael Cartrip. That talk that Dale Earnhardt wanted to have with Michael Cartrip was about joining Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. Eli Motors Racing hasn't changed, but Chip Carnassi has bought Big 4 Racing. And now it's Chip Carnassi Racing. Reverham Motorsports is a new team started by Ray Reverham, Jeff Gorvette's old crew chief. And now ECS2 Motorsports is also still the same. Wood Brothers Racing is still the same. The Crazy Eights team still has their two cars. And Dynaco Motorsports still has the king. Here's the starting lineup. Bill Racelot will start at pole position with Murray Clutchburn to his outside. Sterling Carlin will start in row 2 with Eugene Carbareski to his outside. In the third row, Jerry Naydrive and Dale Earnhardt Jr. will be in row 3. But Dale Earnhardt will be behind in row 4 with Jeff Burton to his outside. The king will start 9th with Ward Burton to his outside. But in the 6th row, here is Jimmy Speedcar, which surprised me. Same with Rusty Wheelhouse starting on his outside. Jeff Gorvette and Ken Schrader will start in row 7. Hall Ingus and Matt Karzith will start out in row 8, but Chick Hicks starts in row 9 with Ricky Carvin to his outside. I hope Ricky Carvin doesn't crash. And also, somehow, row 10 has Michael Cartrip and Ernie Gearson. Row 11 has the rookie Casey Cartwood and Mark Carton. Kevin Shiftwright and Tony Gassworth will start in row 12. Row 13 has Slide Park and Kurt Bushtire, who will be attempting all 36 races this season. Row 14 has Misty Motocross and Billy Oil Changer. Somehow, I don't know. But row 15 has Krusty Rotor and Ricky Sludd. Back in row 16 is Dale Carrant and Joe Brakecheck. Chuck Armstrong, last season's champion, and Terry Carboni will be starting out in row 17. Ruby Easy Oaks will start in the inside of row 18 with Todd Marcus to his outside. Somehow, Bobby Carboni and Jeremy Carfield will be starting all the way back in row 19. But with Dave Laney and Elliot Draftler in row 20, Ron Blaster and Mark Burnsley will be starting in the back in row 21. And at the very back is Kazuma Mikino from Japan. Now, onto the race. Bill Racelot will lead the first lap, but then he'd lose the lead to Sterling Carlin. Sterling Carlin will lead all the way to lap 41, where, Rusty Wheelhouse is down 1 lap because he went to go pit. Ward Burton would be the car that takes the lead on lap 41, and he'd lead for 7 laps, but then Ruby Easy Oaks is out because of an engine failure. But then Chuck Armstrong would take the lead on lap 48, and he'd lead for 4 laps before losing the lead to Ward Burton, who'd lead once more, leading all the way to lap 95, where Jeff Gorvette would take the lead from him. Jeff Gorvette would lead for 11 laps before Dale Earnhardt would take the lead from him, leading for another 11 laps before Eugene Carbareski would take the lead from him. He'd lead until lap 125, where Dale Carrett will take the lead from him, leading for just 1 lap before he'd lose the lead to Slide Park. Slide Park would lead for 2 laps before Chuck Armstrong would take the lead from him. Chuck Armstrong would lead for 8 laps before Ward Burton would once again take the lead until lap 143, where the King would take the lead from him. The King would lead for 11 laps before Rusty Wheelhouse would be back on lead lap. The car that takes the lead is Mark Carton, who would lead for 3 laps before he'd lose the lead to Ward Burnton. Ward Burnton would lead for 9 laps before Slide Park would take the lead from him. He'd lead just 1 lap before Chuck Hicks is 9th as of lap 167, where Dale Carrett, Ricky Carvin, Terry Carboni, Kevin Shiftwright, Ron Blaster, Chuck Armstrong, Krusty Roder, Jeff Gorvette, Slide Park, Jerry Nadrive, Mark Carton, Hollingus, Ward Burnton, Tony Gasworth, who gets flipped, by the way, Mark Burnsley, Ernie Gearson, Todd Marcus, Bobby Carboni, and Kurt Busch-Tire are all out because Chick Hicks is a mean car. Michael Cartrip would lead for 7 laps before the King would take the lead, and he'd lead for 100 laps! How does any car lead for 100 laps? But Dale Earnhardt doesn't like the fact that the King is leading so many laps, so he tells his team, Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Michael Cartrip, that they need to catch up to the King. Eventually, Dale Earnhardt Jr. would take the lead until lap 298, where Chuck Hicks is 8th as of lap 298, where Matt Karzith and Kajima Mikino now go down 1 lap because Chick Hicks pushed them into the wall. The King would retake the lead and lead for 100 laps! How does any car lead 100 laps twice in the race? And Dale Earnhardt would take the lead for 27 laps after the King loses it. And now Dale Earnhardt Jr. would lead 10 more laps before his teammate Michael Cartrip would pass him, leading until lap 449, where Dale Earnhardt Jr. would retake the lead for just 5 laps. But then, his teammate Michael Cartrip would retake the lead until lap 461, where Dale Earnhardt Jr. would once again take the lead for 3 laps. But then, Michael Cartrip would lead all the way to the end of the race, but to the commentary. Come on, buddy! Wanna go! The last lap of the 2001 Florida 500. Let's go, buddy! Don't let him pass you! Come on, man. Come on, man. He's gonna pass you! 3 wide behind him! You got it, Mikey! You got it, man! You got it! Come on, man! Big trouble! Right behind them! Here's what Bob Cutlass was talking about. Eugene Komareski was 5th as of the last lap, but Dale Earnhardt and Ken Schrader, of course, are out! Leave him back to the flag. Come on, Mikey! Come on, Mikey! You got it! You got it! You got it! You got it! Alright! Alright! Yeah! Michael Cartrip wins! Woo! Alright! The dream come true. Oh, man. Which means that Michael Cartrip wins his very first race, the 2001 Florida 500. But I'm on Dale. Is he okay? Is Dale okay, though? Sadly, Dale Earnhardt died when Dale Earnhardt hit the turn 4 wall. He died instantly at the age of 49. Ken Schrader called to him, but he never answered. Here was Ken Schrader trying to call to Dale Earnhardt. And here are the reactions of Michael Cartrip, Dale Earnhardt Jr., the King, Jeremy Carfield, Dale Carrett, Chuck Armstrong, Jack Rush, Hollingus, Jeff Gorvette, Rusty Wheelhouse, and most importantly, Richard Chilpaints, Dale Earnhardt's crew chief, all reacting to the death of the Intimidator, Dale Earnhardt. In 1994, Dale Earnhardt told his crew chief, Richard, if they don't improve the safety, it's going to end up killing somebody. Well, the safety, not improving, did kill someone. And here is the top 20 of the 2001 Florida 500. Dale Earnhardt would finish 12th in his final race.
Remember to press the notifications button, which goes ring, ring, ring after you press it. And lightning strikes back, and that's as if you subscribed, of course. And thank you for watching this entire video.
Even though the Piston Cup has just seen its greatest tragedy, there are still 35 more races left in the season. For the 34 in between the first and the last, I need to make 2 videos to show all of those races. The first video will be coming out very soon, and the second video soon after that. Stay tuned for the 2 videos that will be displaying the 2001 Piston Cup races 2 to 35.